Hello there, everybody. This is Alex from Hardcorian Guides, bringing my guide for Resident Evil 4 HD on professional difficulty. Today we're doing Chapter 5-3. Yeah. Yes, okay. I wasn't really sure. Couldn't see it from all the way over here. Anyway, so, of course, this takes place after 5-2. What do you know? News, right? Great news. I don't know how to start these damn videos. I don't know how to do this anymore. I'm really confused. Either way, I mean, there was a throne room in here somewhere that we can sit down on. And I don't know if we just did it or not. I wasn't really paying attention. Regardless of what happened in the beginning, in the shitty intro, that is my shitty intro. Here we go. The first fight scene of this chapter. So, I come up here, whip out a sniper. Since I have thermal, I can see through the wooden planks that are, you know, boarding up the wall there. And I can also get a pretty good foresight as into where these enemies can be at. As you can see, the shooting right here was kind of stupid on my part. You know, you don't really have to do that, but my recommendation, if you wanted, of course, is to snipe these guys out before you go down. But that's completely up to you. Now, another thing that I do here is I shoot this down for a little piece of treasure. And also, eventually the enemies will start coming your way. They'll start climbing up the stairs. So this is a pretty decent place to kind of stay at. That way you can kind of, you know, line them up. And then when they come toward you, you can just, you know, blast them like you normally do. So, there's that. Alright, I think the only thing they dropped, or I think the glass dropped an emerald or something. I think that's the only thing it dropped. I don't remember if it dropped anything else or not. I know it only dropped the one thing, but I wasn't sure if it dropped something like more important, you know, treasure-wise. So, yeah. It's been a while, folks. I thought it was a cat's eye, but I maybe it wasn't. Also, this is the Krauser. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly. I think it's Krauser. Either way, this is the Jack, you know, Krauser, whatever, chapter. So we'll have to deal with that entire fight. And originally it was, let's see, that's a 30-minute mark. Originally I think it was like a 45-minute video, but I think I cut off like 15 minutes worth or something. I don't know how long this video is. It's like around 30 minutes or so, it looks like, from my angle. So, yeah, it looks like I cut out quite a bit of beef, because I did die quite often, and I even died in the quick time events from the normal fight itself. So, anyway, when you come down here, just, you know, keep in mind that there's probably still going to be guys. So, take them out at your leisure. You know, knock them dead. There we go. And to the right, I think, is where we need to go, maybe? No, I think it's just the entry room. Okay, that's right. I wasn't too sure. I wasn't too certain on that. So there's a grenade in here, a flash grenade in here. That's good. I need that. I like those. And then, of course, there's money. Now, what I'm doing right here is I'm just staying in this room and waiting for anybody to come, if there was anybody. But I think in this playthrough, I don't think there was anybody coming toward here, so I eventually just leave. Unless somebody actually does come. Probably should have cut this out, to be honest with you. I didn't think that through. But I was trying to use that door to my advantage to see if I can, like, get anybody to come toward me. To kind of, like, bait them in, because a door is pretty much a good advantage that you can have on enemies. It basically allows you to, of course, hide behind it, and you'll know when somebody comes toward you. That way you can kind of, you know, funnel them up so you can just have them one little straight, narrow path and blow them all out that way. Because, to me, in this game, the best way to take out enemies is typically in the front. You know, when you can fully see them coming toward you, that way they can get lined up, you can kick them if need be into other enemies, and just get a nice good shot, you know, between multiple guys if you got a heavy sniper or something. So, you know, that way you don't get attacked from behind as well. That's another thing, too. Having the advantage of having your back covered is also a nice little deal in this game. So anyway, that takes care of that part of this mission, and next up is the Jack fight, which this one I'm going to go ahead and skip because it's nothing but a quick time event scene. So, just, you know, do what you need to do. I also skipped the whole bit of it, mainly because not only is it, like I said, a quick time event scene, you can't skip the scene itself, so you're kind of stuck watching the cut scene that comes with it too. Now this part, it's another quick time event thing. I probably could have cut this out, but I was too lazy to do it. I was like, ah, fuck it. So this is rather simplistic. You just wait for the lasers to pass through, you know, or do its thing, and then you go like this. You quick time event, and then you do some fucking Charlie's Angels bullshit, and then fucking make your way out of there. Yeah, you didn't know that, did you? You didn't know that Leon was actually part of the Charlie's Angels. Yeah, well, now you do. All right, so this one is kind of weird because it looked like it spawned right on my ass, and then it just teleports like way back there. So they give you time for that. Here's the throne room. If you sit down on the chair, I think you might get a trophy or something. I don't remember what it was. Regardless, you don't really get anything from it. He just sits down, and he's like, well, that was a nice rest. Pretty much. That's what he's probably thinking. He's like, well, that was good. Now it's time to get up and go. The thing is, like, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, there's no time for resting. I'm not entirely sure if that's a reference to something. I'm pretty sure. I feel like it is, but I don't know. I wouldn't know the reference. I wouldn't be able to get it unless somebody pointed it out or something. And it's like, okay, now I see it. If I knew what it was from, that is. But I don't fucking... That offhand, I wouldn't be able to know. Unless it's just a random thing you can do, I guess. I mean, because, you know, this is Resident Evil and this is Capcom. You know, old style Capcom. They liked the little Easter eggs that they had. And they still do, I'm sure. Like with 7, for example, I'm sure they have some pretty interesting Easter eggs. I don't remember. It's been a while since I played 7. I even looked into it, so yeah, I kind of forgot. Anyway, this chapter will actually contain, I think, 2 boss fights, not counting the first Jack fight. So be prepared for that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some fucking retarded editing here, and I might accidentally fuck something up. I'm not sure. So just pay close attention if you're wondering what I'm going to buy and sell. That way you guys can figure out what the hell's going on. Just to let you know, I'm planning on buying an RPG. That's the main plan here. That's the big thing there. Upgrading wise, you know, that's the typical stuff. So this is pre-cut. So all this money that I have will eventually come back, and then I'll have to rebuy it and sell everything again. So I don't know. I don't remember if the game saved because I left through the checkpoint door. But either way, I end up actually just, you know, as you saw there, somehow I fucking left the door and just popped right back up. Weird, right? I know. Well, anyway, look, yeah, see, I still have like 2,800 or 2,700 points right there, but I need to actually get more, so I need to sell my stuff. So that's why that's why I'm saying, just buy an RPG. You don't have to, but I would recommend that you do, because I want to take this fucking boss down. And as you guys know already, that's the kind of thing that I do in this game. Is whenever it comes to a boss fight, I just want it gone. I'm not saying that I hate the bosses. I'm just saying, like, you know, some of these guys are just too stupid and difficult to really deal with sometimes. Not like difficult, but just more of just irritating to deal with without it. So here I go. All right, fun, right? Yep. Here comes the best part: the editing my inventory screen. So, oh boy, I'm sure everyone's been waiting for this. Yeah, I think I don't know if you can put it vertically or not. I think that was one thing we discussed a long time ago. And I think what I'm trying to do here is put it vertically and just trying to figure something out. I don't know. My God, this is terrible. Oh, so I get rid of a few grenades, because I don't really technically need them. Now, one thing I wish was whenever you put in an RPG, it would take out multiple items at once. But no, that makes sense why it wouldn't. Yeah, it don't do that. Are we good yet? I think. I don't know. One thing I don't want to get rid of is the healing items. That's my main deal right here, is not to get rid of those. So yeah, my inventory stuff just fucking sucks. So there goes 2 grenades. No big deal. Granted, I should have sold them, but I was too lazy to go back and even bother with it. To bother with the menus, because then I have to buy the RPG again, and you know, all that good stuff. Sorry. Gotta yawn. I know. I told myself I just fucking do this video. You know, we're getting close to the end. Just get the goddamn things done and over with. It's been months since I've been doing this fucking thing. And now there's like nothing going on, so I always yawn every time. it's either because of boredom or just, you know, tiredness. And sometimes both. It could be both. Anyway, I think this thing is called the It. I don't really know its name because, no, I just don't know. So I ended up picking up I think a grenade on accident. Either that or an herb. I think it was an herb. So I just dropped one of my grenades. And you can either use it if you have the health that you need to use it for or whatever. It's up to you. You do with what you want. So my main goal here is to, as you can no doubt tell if you already know how to do this boss fight, is to shoot those green lights so that way the door can be opened. Or no, so I can pull a lever. And then, yeah, or, well, not pull a lever, but push this button here. And then a timer will start going off. And then basically we have to avoid him, which is not the hard part. No. The hard part, in my opinion, is dealing with him later on. Yeah, that I don't know, to me, you know, that fight is just annoying. It really is. So my tip to getting past him is to always stand to his left. And I just completely clipped through him. I don't know how the fuck that worked out. But whenever you're running past him, just go left. Because he's going to use his whip thing. And since it's on his left, he's probably going to end up missing you. Because, you know, that's Resident Evil 4 in a nutshell. It's easily cheesable to a point when it comes to bosses and enemies. Like, when you're first time playing, it's probably, you know, scary and terrifying. You know, you're probably thinking, oh god, how the fuck do I get past this guy? But they give you every option to get past him, and it's just, it's great. I love it. That's one reason why I love Resident Evil 4. It's so good. You know, it's that kind of game that gives first players, like, the tense, you know, feeling of playing. Like, they don't know what's coming, so they don't know how to, you know, properly fight. For instance, like, when he gets those damn, yeah, once he turns into that fucking thing, it's like, oh crap, now it's even worse. You know, you're thinking to yourself, like, what the fuck do I do now? Just do the same you did before. Just run past him. It's really not too hard, honestly. Just, you know, run past him, do the quick time events, and you'll be fine, I promise. If you get hit, oh well, I mean, you just heal up. It's no big deal. This is the annoying part, having to go completely around just to fucking shoot that damn thing. Now, I tried to speedrun through this, but I ended up forgetting, like, which path was which. So I ended up just fucking everything up anyway. So, I'm sorry. But here we go. Press button, 30 seconds to get off. Not too bad. Now, he does get in the way sometimes, but like I said, if you just keep pushing forward and just move past him, then he's no big deal. And as you saw there, I had plenty of time to do a quick time event. I had more than enough time. Leisurely enough time to do the fucking thing. I had so much time that if a person, you know, was playing this game for the first time, they never played a game in their life. And you know how, like, some people, like, when they don't play games very often, when you tell them to press a button or a certain button prompt comes up and they look down the controller like, okay, which is which, and then they hit it. That's how much fucking time I had to get past that goddamn thing. So we were absolutely fine. Sorry, that was fucking, this thing is fucking bothering me. I'm on my PS4 right now, so if you hear noises in the background, that's why. I fucking hate those notification things. Anyway, yeah, it's those ones where it's like, oh yeah, this was installed. Oh, thanks. Pretty sure I noticed, as I installed it yesterday. Started playing Dream Drop Distance again, and actually getting past the fucking goddamn traverse town. So yeah, once I got to the post office in that game, I was fucking bored. I was like, I'm fucking done. But then when I started playing it more recently, and I played Riku, I'm like, wow, this is actually pretty good. So yeah, I'm starting to enjoy it actually. I'm starting to find enjoyment out of it. I think I was burnt out at Kingdom Hearts at that point. And now that, you know, 3's coming out, I'm trying to, like, finish the last fucking thing I need to really technically finish. So, I mean, I haven't really finished Birth by Sleep or, you know, fucking 358 or even Recoded. But, you know, you had those little story things that told you what happened with the story for those that you had. And then Birth by Sleep is, you know, I kind of have a good idea of what happened there. I've seen a few things from it, so I'm not saying that I won't play it. I'm just saying that at this point in time, I feel like I'm pretty much decently prepared for what 3 is about to give me. And, like, the only one that really I didn't know much about was Dream Drop, so gotta get through that. Anyway, this fight is the first part of it. I think is the more annoying part because I'm trying not to use my RPG, because if you use your RPG on this part, you're gonna fucking waste it, and then the harder phase is gonna happen, and I don't want that to happen. This is the easiest phase of the fight, but it's the most annoying. So all you have to do is just keep lobbing grenades at him, keep running away, and keep shooting like the scorpion-looking fucking thing on top of his back. Shoot that thing, and when he's down, just, you know, lob him with some good shots right in the fucking head. Right here, I think he's, oh, I think he's losing it. I think that's the phase shift. Or did I fuck up? I don't know. I don't think I fucked up. No, I think that was the phase. Was that phase shift? Either way, notice when I use the RPG. So, whenever I used the RPG, that's when I recommend using it. Because I'm not, I don't really... At the time, I knew what I was doing. Right now, I have no fucking clue. I actually have no fucking clue when the goddamn phase shift was. I think it was right there. I think once you knock him down like that, I think that's when he does his phase shift stuff. He goes poking on your ass. So, I don't know. Either way, yeah, I know, I'm a guide commentator. I don't know jack shit about what the hell I'm playing. Ain't that the ain't that the facts of every guide player? Also, that thing right there takes you back to before you fought him, so if you want to go back, you can. There's no need for it right now. Again, if you want to, sure, but for me, I don't want to, so we're continuing on. Alright, heading up here, and then checking loot, like usual. You know, we just got done with the boss, so the rewards are gonna come hefty, and we don't really technically get a break from enemies either, which is kind of sad. But you know, hey, it's chapter 5 at this point, so you know, jump from one boss to another is not really that far-fetched. No, the next boss is gonna be a while before he comes over here, but still. All right, so I fucked up here. I recommend shooting the barrels before you go down, before you cause any commotion. That way you already have them, you know, in position so you can blow them up. Why the hell they have red barrels here? I don't fucking know. I mean, as a gameplay standpoint, I get it. But in the terms of, like, an actual, like, story point, it makes no fucking sense. You know, because what, you know, I don't know. Basically, at this point, they would think, you know, if Leon's blowing up fucking red barrels, you know, with guys near them, why would you stand next to one? It's just, it's a disaster waiting to happen. It literally is. It's just, it's ridiculous how that works. No, fuck off. I don't want TMP. Anyway, so just handle these guys as you normally would. You know, if you want to use the ladder trick, go ahead. Ladder trick being, for those that are wondering, when you're on top of a ladder and they start climbing up to you, you can either shoot them off or just knife them off. Knifing will save you, it will conserve you a lot of ammo. It will take a little bit longer to do, but in the end of it, it'll actually save you the trouble. Because I think they do take fall damage, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like they do. I feel like they do, but I'm not sure. So, either way, you know, knife them right in the head, and they'll go flying off. It's no big deal. And then, next up, we're going to have to get across this border here. So, if you come over here, there was a yellow herb, and there's pretty much nothing. I'm just goofing around, you know, being silly like I usually am. Don't know what I'm doing. And, yeah, go ahead and mix that up, and that should be our last, I think, upgrade for herbs, maybe? Yeah, and I used it away. I used it straight away. I just get full health. Just, regardless, get max health upgrade. So, there we go. I have maxed health. Awesome. I think I have maxed red 9, too, don't I? Or, I think this is the red 9. Pretty sure it is. Either way, I'm pretty sure I have maxed handgun at this point. Maybe even close to max, like, shotgun and shit, so. Yeah. We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty decent for, you know, what's going on here. Why am I getting on fucking YouTube? I have no idea. Ah, yes, here we go. Stuff to look at. And then, of course, buying and selling shit. No fucking surprise. Alright. So again, pretty soon, we're going to be getting into the Krauser fight. And, yeah, I'm just going to call him Krauser, because I don't really know if that's technically correct or not. And at this point, does pronunciation really matter? I mean, come on. Come on, you know? Alright, what's up next? Still doing it. Okay. I see. Oh, great. Alright, finally. Sorry, I kind of had to distract myself there because, you know, buying and selling shit is just so enthralling sometimes. Alright, anyway. Now we're on this side of the barrier. And we've got some handgun ammo there. Go through this door, and then we'll eventually end up... Are we going to end up in the Krauser section? Yes, here we go. Alright. So here's the Krauser section boss fight thing. It's really not that much of a boss fight until like the end, but for the beginning part, you're basically you're trying to avoid his shots. You can probably hear him. It's probably pretty fucking loud. He's got a TMP on him, and he'll basically try to mow you down. You run in here. This gets locked because when you click on it, it gets locked. Now we need the card key. How the fuck do we get that card key? Well, if you can't tell already, you have to come up here and then deal with Krauser when he comes to you. So wait for his dumbass to come over here. Or no, we don't need the card key. It just unlocks it automatically. That's what it was. Alright, so I'm sorry, I forgot. Now, this is going to be interesting. A little tidbit of information. He is technically weak to the knife. The knife is your best friend in this fight. Getting him in a corner like that, standing, you know, in those positions that I was standing at, and basically throwing him into a corner, I feel like is a good idea. That way you can knife him, just to kind of get him off your ass. If he comes up behind you, just let him grab you, because he can't do shit for dick. He doesn't really do much damage to you. I mean, he can like maul your ass if you get hit on accident, but when it comes to like normal quick time stuff, you know, he doesn't really do too much damage, and he doesn't even last that long anyway. He's a Minuteman, you know, he's premature, so as soon as you get done dealing with his bullshit, or the fucking door opens, he just takes off. You're like, no, I'm out. So anyway, we have to come back here later because this is the main puzzle area. We have to go get the next head, I think, and you get it from the fight itself. So, the main fight. Now, this part right here, I think he's... What is he doing? Throwing grenades or some shit? I don't know. He's just doing whatever he wants. To me, he's pretty much just in the back of my mind, you know. He's no big deal at this point. Because he's just fucking there. This area we come through later. Again, dodge him like any other foe. If you... Just run. Because most of the time, enemies have to stop to actually try to hit you. And 90% of the time, they probably would fucking miss. I was just playing Ring Around the Rosie with him, trying to get him off my ass, but it doesn't matter because he was in there anyway. So, fuck. Oh well. Anyway, don't waste grenades. Don't waste really any bullets on this particular fight itself. Just, if he comes up to you, if you got him in the, you know, like, right in front of you, just knife his ass. That's pretty much my, my biggest tidbit of information here. Because again, like I said, he's weak to the knife. That's the thing. The knife is your strongest weapon in the game, apparently, I guess. Some fucking how, I don't know. Yeah, as you see right there, I get some pretty good shots, and he throws a flash, and he's like, I'm fucking out. So, don't be scared of him. He's intimidating as all hell, I know. But just, don't fret him. Again, throw him into a corner. That way he can't, if he grabs you, try to throw him into a corner. Or try to face toward a corner. That way, somehow, you can get his ass into the corner. And then when it comes time... You can... Oh, wait, come back here now. Okay. Unless the door just opened for him. I don't know. Well, either way. Throw him in a corner and knife him. Now, this part's rather annoying because what we have to do is we have to avoid him for the time being. You know, just stand behind this piece of cover or any piece of cover and just avoid the TMP shots. And I think he'll throw some grenades, maybe? Yeah, if he throws grenades, just dodge it. Just... I would dodge it no matter what because I don't trust this game enough to, you know... take I don't trust the game enough to where I can stand behind cover and not get hit with a grenade because I feel like you probably could. I honestly feel like you probably could get hit by the grenade if it actually happened. Okay, so eventually, yeah, he'll start talking to you. You talk down to him. You tell him, hey, you're fucking gay. And he says, no way, bro. You know, I ain't gay. I don't suck dick like you. And now what we need to do is push one of these block things once they come up. I can't see them right now. But either way, we have to do a puzzle. Yeah, I know. During a quote-unquote boss fight. Watch out for him. Let him do his bullshit. Usually when he knifes, he does like a double back... usually when he knifes and misses, he does like a double backflip bullshit. So just, you know, he goes bandana on your ass and just deal with that. So now, the first thing popped out. I think that's like the only thing, actually. This might be, yeah. I feel like it is. So either way, just go ahead and push this toward where we need to push it toward. Whatever button it needs to be pushed on. And then pretty much just go from there. Yeah, because he's not going to really bother us too much when it comes to this puzzle. Thankfully, he fucking took off. Yeah, he got scared. Don't kick his ass. That's the thing. Alright, so, you noticed a little edit right there? Yeah, that's because I died a fuck ton. So, this next fight is hard as balls, I feel. Probably, in my opinion, the only hardest boss fight if you don't know what you're doing. And, there's these little fucking assholes, too. God, I hate these little son-bitches. So, these things, shoot them before you get near them, because they will practically insta-kill your ass. And that's not good, and you have to start from all the way from that lever, I think. If you see a little dot in the ground, shoot it. If you see these little flying fuckers, shoot them. Because they are aggressive as all hell. I don't care, you know, what kind of sorcery or trickery you might have up your ass if you modded your fucking game to hell and back. You know, whatever it is that you do, it feels like it probably won't fucking matter. These things just break time and space itself, and they fuck up everything. So, I think, yeah, I guess before we get to the fight itself, we have to deal with these things. Oh, they weren't insta-kills. Okay, never mind. Well, either way, they do a hefty fuck ton of damage, so I was wrong on that end. I used a first aid spray because I'm trying to save my max herbs for Ashley, but I think we don't really see her again. We do, but I mean, it's like in game, so it doesn't really matter. Now there's another yellow herb right there, so I picked that up, and I think checkpoint starts up whenever you get up here. So once you climb to the top of this ladder, I think that's when you get your checkpoint. I feel like it is. Anyway, you'll see an edit because now for realsies, we're getting into the real beef, the real fight itself. All right, so Magnum, or you know, your Killer 7 or whatever you have, is a relatively good weapon to use as well. And of course, knife. I mean, knife is your main thing here, but you'll see that I use the Magnum sometimes, and this will be a rather tough fight. Team B is pretty good too, but yeah, this will be a very annoying fight, and you'll see why in a second. So, all right, his first line of attack is one. He has defense options, like he can shield himself with his fucking arm thing. He's a cool guy. It's a cool deal, but yeah, he can shield himself. He'll run toward you. Whenever you knock him down on a knee like that, the idea is when you get him knocked down, you want to go up and knife him while he's down, pretty much. That's, to me, that's the way I worked it. So, you know, if you're ballsy enough, you could probably get a few knife hits in. It might take you some time, but yeah. Just ignore the timer because it's going to be there practically throughout the whole fucking thing. It's annoying that they even bothered having it. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate these timed boss fights, especially for a fight like this. This is so fucking stupid. So when the quick time event prompts come up, just, you know, do what you can. Yes, I know, the sweeping thing is fucking bullshit, but it doesn't do too much damage, so that's pretty good. That right there, that hurts like a fuck ton. And you'll see that I waste through a lot of these herb things, and I waste through a lot of, like, you know, healing items and what have you. But like I said, the trick here, at least in my eyes, is to shoot him in the legs with, you know, I'd say start off with a handgun or something powerful enough. And then when you get the chance to knock him, like, on a knee, just knife his ass. Or Magnum shot him, pretty much. He has a health bar. He does go down eventually. This is not a timed fight in the essence of if I waste time, he'll be done. No. That's not how it works. So anyway, again, now that I'm kind of like done using my handgun, I'm gonna use the Killer 7. That way, I have a little bit more damage to knock him on his knees and eventually knife him. So again, it's just a rinse, lather, repeat section right here. He takes a good walloping to take down, but he doesn't take too long. So you see, we're pretty much almost done with this video. So we're pretty much almost done with the fight itself. And again, I did take a fuck ton of damage, but I think that's just more on my stupidity rather than anything. I don't know how to dodge that sweep. I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't know. So I just take it as a man. I'm sure there's probably most likely better guides on the internet that totally tell you you know, how to properly dodge every fucking thing that Groundzer does. But I don't have that at my disposal right now. I mean, I could, but, you know, you guys can go look it up if it's really that big of a trouble there. So again, with a, you know, a rather powerful Killer 7, or Magnum, or anything that you have, really, that's just really powerful, or even fucking handgun, you know, just keep shooting in the legs, knifing him, eventually he'll just go down. Then if you have like a minute or so left to get through here, you'll be alright, don't worry. As you can see, I make mistakes, so it's no biggie. The timing thing here is not really a big issue, because you jump right here, and you're good. You're solid. Done. You're Metal Gear Solid, bitch. That's right, you don't have to combine them. I'm just being a fucking idiot. You put these 3 in, and then you're done, and then that's the end of the chapter, and we head on to chapter 5-4. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you all next time. We'll play some more Resident Evil 4 on professional difficulty HD. So as always, take care, everybody.